Hey athletes, I'm going to keep this short, but there's something that I actually want to share with you all. Something that right now that within your nutrition and could apply also to your exercise. Where do you fall? Okay, within this, I use something that's called a SALT method, and I wanted to actually bring this to your attention. How do you actually eat? And once you know how you eat, I came up with this a long time ago called my SALT method. And once you know this, then you can recognize when these things do happen. Oh, okay, this is why I'm eating like this. Okay, so and to be aware and to break some of these habits. Okay, so it's called my SALT method, and S stands for, do you eat when you're stressful? Okay, A, do you eat when you're angry? L, do you overeat when you're lonely? Or T, I got a sneeze coming on. It's T, do you overeat when you're tired? Okay, hang on, it's coming. So S for stress could be, you have a lot going on. If you're stressed on your job, if you're stressed at home, or just overly stressed, I want you to recognize, do you over feel it? You feel you're just like this, you're in this type of state. I'm stressed, and you tend to actually go to the kitchen or go into the refrigerator or go to the pantry and just grab something because you're stressed and you just can't handle it. Well, that's something you need to lay at the cross, and you need to recognize. A, do you tend to go to the pantry when you're angry? Maybe when you and your husband or your wife has had an argument, or you're angry at your boss, you're angry at your children. You find that you're angry. Do you tend to again run to the pantry? Okay. Do you tend to be one of the ones that when you're lonely, do you get into the car? I know it's a lot of my lonely people, when they're lonely, they tend to get in the car, drive around, and that's when they drive to McDonald's and they just like eat in privacy by themselves, become a secret. A lot of lonely people become secret overeaters, and recognize that. So I value my alone time. I do like my alone time by myself, or my alone time with the Lord. I do value that, but I'm not a lonely person. So I want you to recognize that. Is that a symptomatic thing that you do when you're lonely? T is when you're tired. Sometimes we get tired. You work very hard. You're a mom. You have a full-time job. Do you tend to actually, same thing, you're tired, you don't want to cook, or you're tired, same thing. You go through drive through and it becomes, L and T. Sometimes those lonely and you're tired, those are the ones that tend to actually be content to lead into closet eating, where they hide food. So this is not me exposing. This is you recognizing. So when you do recognize those things, bring it to the light and bring it to the cross and ask God to help you in those areas. You may respond in more than one area. Hey, that's okay. The full acronym SALT all of it may apply to you. That's okay also. But this is not a shameful thing. Again, this is to recognize. I reversed things as a teenager early in my marriage. Same thing is that you would find sometimes, I don't know, sometimes if I was tired because I worked and I had babies, or if I was stressed. So I changed it around and know that, look, maybe that you can change it from eating to, okay, when I'm stressed, let me go work out. I'm, you know, I'm angry, I'm going to work out. I can't tell you the amount of times, I'm just being transparent here, the amount of times that sometimes the devil want to cause an argument between my husband and I, let's say before going to work or something like that. I'm going to tell you what, when I give it to God, when you go work out, sometimes, it just puts into perspective that it just doesn't matter. And that's another great thing about exercise, is that it does release those toxins and releases those hormones, to bring things into perspective. That's why it's been such a part of my life for a long time. I hope this has helped. SALT method, SALT. Blessings.